What's up everyone? Welcome back to Beyond ARTV. This is the first time I've been filming a video in a while. It feels good to be back. I pre-filmed a lot of stuff for the main channel and Beyond ARTV as well, but today I am back with pretty much my Christmas vinyl haul. The majority of these were Christmas gifts or else birthday gifts. Right around that season, a couple of them I did purchase for myself, or else I forgot to show them off in the last vinyl update, so I'm excited to share more than 15 new records with you guys. Now, since the last vinyl update, I know it's been a while. September, I believe, was the last one that I put out right at the end of that month, but my girlfriend and I kind of had an agreement, like no purchasing vinyl during this time period leading up to Christmas, because I don't want to buy you something that you already have or else you're already going to buy for yourself. So while it was very difficult, I managed to hold off on purchasing vinyl for the most part, other than a couple of things that just released and it was like either buy it or else it's going to sell out type of situations. So for the most part, these are almost all gifts. And if you notice, do you see that little pillow there in the backdrop? Yes, that is an ARTV pillow. Yes, this is an ARTV hat. I don't know, maybe you guys would be interested in some of these things. I've been posting it on Facebook and Instagram, and you guys seem to be pretty interested in seeing some ARTV merch in the near future, so let me know in the comment section down below if you are interested in doing so. Shout out to my girlfriend Hannah. You can check out her channel linked in the description. If you haven't subscribed to her already, she's almost at 20,000. Let's go ahead and take her there because she gave some really awesome presents and some more that you're about to see. First up today, we have the Wolf Alice My Love Is Cool box set. This was only available in the UK, and it's just mesmerizing to actually own this. I was so excited to get my hands on this. This was my favorite album that came out in 2015, so I did an unboxing video. If you would like to see it in a little bit more detail, you can check that out on the channel. Just search up Wolf Alice over on Beyond ARTV. But it comes with, of course, the record itself. It's got a little bit nicer of a cover than what I originally owned, and it's also a higher quality pressing. I believe this is 180 gram vinyl rather than just the standard pressing, and it comes in a nice little gold sleeve. It is on black vinyl. The gold is long gone, no longer in existence. Maybe someday I'll be able to get my hands on it, but what I was really excited for, something that had been out of press, something that cost so much money at this point, it's the Blush EP. Finally got a repressing just for this limited edition box set. I was so excited to get this. The box set initially sold out just like that, but fortunately my girlfriend was able to get her hands on it, and shout out to Rewind Reviews as well. He actually shipped this from the UK where he lived because it was only available to UK customers, shipped it to him, and then from there he shipped it to us. So that was incredible. Shout out to him for doing so. I'm so excited to actually own this, along with the Creature Songs EP, which was really a fantastic pickup. There's some great songs. I think Storms is probably my favorite on this one. We're Not the Same is just an insane track, kind of eerie. And of course, we got the early Moaning Lisa Smile, which is available on the US edition of the album, but I don't think it was on the UK. So there's some other cool stuff in the box set. If you were curious, like I said, check out my unboxing video. I have a couple of Panic at the Disco records next up on the chopping block. I got the Hot Topic limited edition pressing of Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, and I know what you're thinking, John, you weren't even that huge of a fan of the album. Well, I'm not going to call it my favorite by any means. It definitely has its flaws, but it's definitely grown on me with time, and I really could not resist this candy-colored pressing. It just looks like you're licking a lollipop or something, honestly. It looks like candy, and I kind of want to put this record in my mouth. I also picked up their 2011 record, Vices and Virtues, one that I do plan on doing a redemption for at some point. I know I've had a lot of people asking me to do so. I do plan on doing that in 2017, so rest assured, rest easy, it's coming. This is something that I got from Amazon because I wasn't exactly sure what was going on with the Hot Topic pressing of it, so it is on standard black, but honestly, I feel like that kind of fits with the theme of this record. It's kind of got a dark cover and everything like that. Now, I waited forever on this pressing to get here. Hot Fuss by The Killers, one of the best debut albums of all time. I recently reviewed this album over on ARTV. If you're curious to see detailed thoughts on that, I finally updated my review there. But this is on standard black vinyl. There were so many delays with this pressing. I don't know what was going on with SRC because it had already been pressed. It was out there. I would see it like in record stores and on eBay, and I was like, what the fuck is the delay here? I mean, I ordered this in June, and at the beginning of December, they were still telling me, oh, it's been delayed like till January, and every like month or so they would push it back even further. And I was like, fuck this, emailed them, told them, give me my money back. I said, good riddance, SRC, at least right now. can't handle this. The same thing happened to me with Pretty Odd on black vinyl from Bull Moose. It just kept getting delayed, and I was like, you know what? No, give me a refund. I'm just gonna go purchase this one on eBay, and of course, Pretty Odd I got from Hot Topic. Here we have one of my favorite albums of 2016, Revolution Radio by Green Day. I know a lot of people were having trouble with this red pressing. This was the exclusive edition from their web store. Kind of a translucent red feel that I really like. I did an unboxing of this, and of course the lyric booklet of the CD if you would like to see that in more detail on my channel. But like I said, I'm not personally having issues with this pressing. I know a lot of people somewhere now skipped a lot for them, and I might have heard like 1 or 2 little skips, but for me it was very minor and not worth sending back. Moving on, we have Halcyon by Ellie Goulding, a pop artist from the UK. This was a very transitional album for her. I feel like she was kind of incorporating some of the things that were popular at the time, like dubstep, big electronics, but it really worked for her. There's some great tracks on this LP, like Hanging On. I do prefer the version with tiny tempo that was featured on it. It was released for free before the album came out. I still kind of go back and listen to that one a little bit more, but still a really killer pop song. Joy, and then of course Figure 8, a fantastic song with a big buzzing drop on it and some squealing synths at the end of it, and the big single Anything Could Happen. But one that really I just keep coming back to over and over again is the mesmerizing Only You. Just the shifted vocals and the way that's kind of looped for the beat of the song, it really draws you in. A very solid pop album. I would like to see Ellie get back on track with their next LP, because Delirium, it just didn't do it for me. Well, look what we have here. It's Revolver by the Beatles, the 1966 record that's probably my favorite by this iconic band. And it's just one of those timeless records where there's so many great tracks on it. They really started getting into their experimental phase at this point, using sitars on some of the tracks. Probably one of my all-time favorite Beatles songs is on here, the final track, Tomorrow Never Knows. That was a Lennon-McCartney track, and it's just one that I feel like is one of their absolute classics. A lot of people kind of graze over this one, but I was so excited to receive this one from my girlfriend on my birthday. We actually bought each other the same album. We had both bought this for each other, and like I was almost like embarrassed to give it to her, because I was like, damn, I was like, that's another one that we accidentally just like either gave a hint away early or else bought the same thing in this point in case. But anyways, we both own the album now, and I couldn't be more excited. Now I know a lot of you guys are interested in these next two that I've got here, starting with the 1975's Sex EP. I was very excited. This was a very unexpected gift. I was very excited that Hannah got me this, and it's on white vinyl, which is probably the coolest part of it. It really fits with the whole black and white thing that they had going on at this point. Obviously, they transitioned into a new phase at this point, but I really like the aesthetic of this one. The whole white bar around it. I just remember going to see them in concert for the first time in 2014, and they had that up on stage and playing some of these tracks like Undo and Sex. And I don't know, there's a lot of great songs on here that people tend to probably sleep on, especially if they only know the studio albums, because there's a few here that aren't featured on the full lengths. And the Sex version of the EP, yeah, still the best, way better than the album version. I know it's not that different, but trust me, for a music nerd, it is. I really love this pressing of Home of the Strange by Young the Giant. I forgot to show this last time. I don't know, I'm slapping myself in the head, because it's just like, John, how did you forget to show off one of your all-time favorite records? Maybe it was just because it was one of those things where I was like, I don't want them to see it, it's just for my eyes only. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you this beautiful tri-colored pressing of Home of the Strange. You can kind of see here, I don't really think the camera does it justice, but we've got kind of like a candy coated thing going on. You've got like, it's like a Neapolitan ice cream cone. You've got the mint in the middle, the vanilla on the outside, and the strawberry right over here. One of my favorite albums, again, of 2016. I put this at number 2 on my favorite records of the year. It's incredible. I come back to it over and over again, and this vinyl sounds perfect on my turntable. Here we have Blink-182's Enema of the State. Hannah gave me this after I had all that trouble with SRC. And again, I don't want to come down too hard on them. I know that it's the people that are doing the pressing, making the pressing, but still, I was so annoyed because I was seeing this one again in record stores and stuff, and I was like, why can't I pick this up? Some of them even had the SRC logo. You can see how this says SRC vinyl down here in the corner. Yeah, I was seeing that at the record store and getting so mad because it was just like, I could own this on blue vinyl. But now I do, and and I've played it a couple of times. It really sounds great, a good quality pressing. I've had a few issues with a couple of Blink records in the past in terms of the pressing, but I ended up trading those out, getting new ones, and now everything that I own sounds fantastic. The only one I'm really missing at this point that I'm really dying to get my hands on is that splattered edition, I believe it is, of Neighborhoods. Wait, Sip Eternal, John, haven't you already shown us this? Yes, I have. I used to own the black copy, ended up giving that to Hannah, and I kept this one for myself. I just got this one in. I was waiting to film this until I got a couple of records. This is one of the ones that I was waiting for. It released, I believe, on my birthday, December 17th, and this is on gold vinyl. I believe this There Is a Hell was also repressed, and it was out on gold vinyl, but I thought that this one really fit with the aesthetic of the record. You can see how they kind of match here between the two, so that's definitely cool. My favorite Bring Me the Horizon record had to pick up this copy. I'm almost embarrassed to admit how long I've been like debating picking this up. It's like every time I go to the record store, I see it there. They always keep it in stock, and I'm just like, it's such a good album. There's so many good songs. I love it. Probably my favorite Foo Fighters album still to this day. I come back to it more than really any of their others besides maybe One by One or else Color in the Shape. But I think over time I've just kind of gravitated towards it because this is when I fell back in love with the Foo Fighters. There's so many like hard-hitting tracks like Bridge Burning and even Arlandria, and then it's got your slower paced ones as well. Like, I don't know, Rope kind of plays off in a way that I didn't necessarily come back to it at first, but then, I don't know, it's something about it just hit me. And I finally grabbed this copy. I was just like, you know what, John, you're done playing games. Let's just go ahead and pick it up. It's on a very high quality pressing. I love the things that kind of came with it. It's got a little fold out poster with it that I'm probably going to hang up at some point because I don't have enough Foo Fighters stuff. I don't think I have anything up other than like a cover of Dave Grohl on Rolling Stone that you can't even see in frame. So we'll see what we can do about working that into the backdrop. As soon as I found out that Swimmers were finally pressing Drive North on vinyl, I saw it on their Instagram, I had to instantly order it. I had just gotten the CD from Hannah for my birthday, which I was already just stoked on beyond belief because I didn't even know there was a CD pressing out there, and it did come with the bonus tracks Lose It and Palm Trees, both of which I really love. Palm Trees I cannot stop listening to. This is the standard edition, but it did come with download cards for the two bonus tracks on it. Drive North is the closing track, and I like that. That's how I fell in love with this record, Swimmers' debut album, Drive North, and it closes out on that chaotic note. Not that I don't love the bonus tracks, but hey, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, and I have the digital downloads. So for the vinyl, I think this is nice, compact, and I'm just really happy and grateful to finally have a physical copy of not only this, but the CD as well. Do not sleep on the band Microwave because they are fantastic. I didn't even know that there was a vinyl pressing, especially not one that's colored like this out in the world, but much love, one of the best albums of 2016. And Hannah picked me up this, and I got it on my, I think it was Christmas, I got this one, and it's on this splattered vinyl here from Side One Dummy Records. It's fantastic. What a great label that is. They had some great releases this year, like Jeff Rosenstock, and of course Pup as well, in addition to Microwave. The label is killing it right now. There's so many thick guitars on this record, great vocals. It's noisy, and it's relatable. There's so many great lyrics that aren't just anything too crazy, but they kind of craft them in a way that's just really special because it's just like, these are real people and these are real life situations, and they're not putting on airs. They're not putting up fluff in there. It's all real. We've got two big heavyweights to close out my vinyl update today, and of course we're going to start with Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Now this has a very, very smooth, I love this cover. It's just like, if you were perhaps smoking and indulging in that sort of thing, you could probably rub this on your face for hours. It feels that good. Now this is something that I picked up from Hot Topic. It was originally intended as a gift, but I didn't know that Hannah already had this. I somehow missed that in her vinyl update, and it was actually the wall that she didn't have. And I was like, well, shit, I guess I just bought myself a Christmas present, but how mad can you be? This is one of the best albums of all time, one of the best classics here. Just every song on there is absolutely phenomenal. Maybe at some point, if you guys would like, I can do a full review of it, but it's something that's definitely going to take a lot of work because I want to do it justice and I want to do it right. Now, the other one that I was talking about in terms of kind of the heavyweights here, we have Car Seat Headrest with Teens of Denial. This is one of the best albums of 2016. Critics and fans really seem to agree on that, and this is one that I could totally get behind. I often disagree with a lot of critics, but this is one that really everyone seemed to be on the same page about. It's just one that you can really vibe out to. So many great songs. I like the covers. It is a double LP here, and you've got a couple of different things printed on the front. There's actually a Bible verse on the front of this one. Truly tell you, no prophet is accepted in his hometown, Luke 4:24. It's interesting, just kind of talking about some of the lyrics on there. There's so many great songs on here that I just really got into as the year went on. Fill in the blank, Vincent I love from the start. Cosmic Hero is another one that I absolutely love, and Destroyed by Hippie Powers. And then of course Joe gets kicked out of school for using drugs with friends, but says this isn't a problem. I love the guitars and the lyrical content on here, how it's kind of sarcastic and kind of commentary as well in a different way. It's just a fantastic record that I highly recommend you guys listen to. Kind of a lo-fi rock alternative thing. They've definitely been more lo-fi in the past, but it's nice to see Car Seat Headrest getting some big exposure with this album. Guys, I hope you did enjoy seeing my vinyl update today. Be sure to leave a like for me to let me know that you enjoyed this, and let me know if you're excited for the next one that I'm going to have in the coming future. I'll probably have another one in early February. Thanks again for watching and liking. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. You can see the last vinyl update by clicking right here, or a recent video I did on Beyond ARTV by clicking right here. Other than that, find me on social media linked in the description, and I'll see you very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.